It is a grave felony to induce the miscarriage of a pregnancy without the knowledge or consent of a woman. It's a grave felony. And what happened to my child is that there was an administration of noxious substance, and that noxious substance caused the death of my child without the knowledge or consent of the woman. The woman was pregnant and was not aware of the pregnancy. Furthermore, the woman was not made aware of the death of the viable pregnancy, and the prescribing doctor was Dr. Michel Dow. Dr. Michel Dow killed my child under the guise of women's health or women's freedom, freedom of choice, or, you know, career-driven woman or women's suffrage, whatever you want to call it. But what she really did was cause the termination of a viable pregnancy against the law, right? So it is my right as a father to complain. I've complained directly to the center, the medical center. I've complained to the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Nova Scotia, and the response was basically the same. You're a male and you don't have the right to complain. As the father of the child, you just basically have to accept that your child has died, and we will not investigate the 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 the, the allegations, right? So, the allegations haven't actually been investigated. All right. So then, a criminal investigation was initiated, right? And I do believe a file number was issued prematurely, and how should I say, the higher ups maybe caught wind of it and told the corporal guy, to shut it down as quick as possible, and it was shut down as quick as possible. So now we are at the civilian review. Why did this investigation get shut down so quickly? There was an investigation. It was summarily dismissed. Summarily dismissed. There's nothing there's nothing to investigate. Blah blah blah. Right. Very unclear what actually happened there, but the civilian review will most likely bring a disfavorable result, and then there will be a federal court appeal there, and then after that, most likely there will be a review of the dismissal. And I'm not expecting a very favorable outcome to any of this, but it is noteworthy to say that inducing the miscarriage of a pregnancy without the knowledge and consent of the woman is a grave felony. And that's exactly what happened, right? Dr. Michel Dow, without any doubt at all, killed my child, right? And has done so to many other people, right? Without the knowledge or consent, right? I bring my memory back to about 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I was before my wonderful children here that I do have, there was some girlfriends that I used to play in a band. I used to play guitar in a band, and I had long hair, and I was getting with these girls. They were all taking pills and everything. Now I do remember that. Now this girl, 15, 16 years old. Now, did she have the intellectual capacity to consent to actually understanding that this drug does not prevent pregnancy at all? It does not. 50% of the time, maybe, if that, prevents the ovulation, but other than that, maybe it'll stop a little bit of the sperm penetration, but that's it. And then after that, well, the fertilized ovum fails to implant, right? What does that mean? Fertilized ovum fails to implant. That means the baby will die at the implantation stage. The healthy baby, the viable pregnancy, this is already a new set of DNA. 50% of the mother and 50% of the father. A healthy and viable pregnancy will fail to implant, right? That means a healthy baby boy or baby girl will die. at the implantation stage. It's a very serious thing, but you have to remember it's not an allegation at this point. It's beyond any doubt at all, right? This has happened, right? And Dr. Michaudot is certainly culpable here. There's culpability here. It's an indefensible position. I mean, she's clearly responsible for the deaths of so many people, and she's part of my family. And I'm such ashamed. I feel so, and they're so prideful. They're so prideful people. So very prideful. There's nothing to be proud about for doing that. Something about women's rights. You know what's a woman's right? Is to be educated about the mechanism of action of that pill that you're prescribing. You know what's a woman's right? Is to have the acknowledgement that the inducing a miscarriage without the knowledge or consent of the woman is grave bodily harm, right? Constitutes grave bodily harm to the woman, right? That's a woman's right, right? A woman has the right to know that this birth control pill does not prevent pregnancy at all. It kills the baby at the implantation stage. That's what the woman has the right to know. And if she chooses to do that, then the doctor has to actually explain that to her, but she doesn't. The doctor deceives the woman. We have a deception there. It's quite wicked. It's a wicked crime. It's a grave felony. Let me say that again. Inducing the miscarriage or termination of a pregnancy without the knowledge or consent of the woman, it's a grave felony. It's a grave felony. And that's what happened to me, to my child, right? That's what happened to my child. He's gone now. I'm missing a 10-year-old.